Welcome back to Closing Bell. It's time we got technical now. Let's take a look at the charts in the company of Thomas Nagel, trader at Equinet. Thomas, good afternoon. Let's talk about the DAX.
Hi, guys. Yeah, the DAX. Let's take a look at the DAX index. Of course, here we will see a long-term graph of the relative performance of the DAX index against the S&P 500. It's starting in 1960, and you see that the DAX is now at the level where I think that we are in front of a really, really big breakout. That means the strong underperformance of the last years, of the last decades, will be come to the end, and finally the DAX will future clear outperform against US markets.
And is that the same sort of idea when we look at it on a non-relative basis? Are you really confident that this market has got much still to give? Yes, relative to the US, but as a standalone?
Yeah, standalone too. I think the DAX has a really good chance. We have a lot of strong outperformances in the last years against the whole market, and so I think the DAX is in front of its all-time highs. We tested some months ago, and I think the next barrier will be this level at 8,000, 8,150. And if we see a break of this level, I think we are in front of a really strong up move, and the target for a strong up move will be a level around of 9,500 points. So far, nobody in the market can imagine that, and I think that's a really good chance that we will see this level. Not today and not tomorrow, but I think within the next 6 or 12 months we have a really good chance to reach this target. Yeah.
What do the short-term momentum indicators look like right now?
The short-term momentum indicators is that if you take a look to some sub-indices, for instance, the telecommunications sector, I think we have a really good chance of an outperformance. The telecommunications sector, stocks like Deutsche Telekom, British Telecom, and so on, were one of the underperformers within the last years. You see here a graph within the last 4 years, since 2003, and I think the break of this underperformance will be the chance for the sector to be a former outperformer. We saw it within the last days and the last weeks, and I think we will continue this. And so the telecoms will be a leader for the next strong up move of the market.
How much more of telecoms got to give? A big breakout there, you can see it on the chart. That's a relative move obviously as well. But how much more have we got to give? Have we had the best of it, or have we still got much more still to come?
I think we have a really good chance to see a further acceleration here. For instance, let's see levels of 10–20% higher when the actual levels are really possible, and of course the high weight of these stocks in these indices, I think, will be the base for a good acceleration.
I'm hearing a lot of call buying at 100 on the oil contracts when it comes to NYMEX. What's your view on this?
Yeah, I think crude oil is something in like an overshooting. I think we will see a level of 94.50 as a top. And this acceleration will be, in my opinion, a false break. Why I think so? I think the relative performance of the crude oil to the S&P 500 too shows something like negative divergences. And I think if we see a test of the 94.50 level and the failure at this level, I think we have a really good chance that these negative divergences will be lead to a former underperformance of crude oil, and I think that will be the basis for a good session for the whole market, for the equity market, of course.
Yeah, certainly sounds like it. Thomas, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Have a great weekend. Thomas Nagel joining us from Equinet. Anna, out to you.
Thanks, guys.